and very good morning. Today, my group members and I will discuss about the topic, do you think people should be encouraged to use public transportation? But first of all, I will introduce myself and my group members. Me, Siti Dayangku Intan Liana binti Tahir, S189665.
My name Humairah binti Sardin, matric number 188808.
My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Jailani. My metric number is 185590.
Right, assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Muhammad Syahrul Naim bin Muhammad Saleh and my metric number is 189630.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Izzat Azamuddin bin Muhammad Izwan. My metric number is 189312.
Alright. So, Naim,
Yes.
why do you think people should be encouraged to use public transportation?
Alright. Actually, for my opinion, Intan and all of
Louder,
you,
please.
for my opinion, I think public transportation is the best way we can reduce the cost. That is because, as we know nowadays, the petroleum or the gas price is very high.
Yes.
So if we use the public transportation like bus or taxi, maybe KTM, maybe that is the best way how we can reduce our money, because if we use our car, the petrol is very high and then we need to pay the maintenance. So that is the one why we need to use the public transportation. And before that, I'm also the one user that use public transportation. For example, at Selangor, we have the bus mart.
Yes, I know.
You know about
Yes,
the
I
bus
know,
mart?
I know.
The bus mart is the bus that the free. The government,
No charge.
the government provide the bus with the free price. So free of charge. So everybody can use the bus with the free. That is the one example lah at Selangor.
Yes, that's good.
So how about you, Hafiz?
That's a good point.
How about you, Hafiz?
How about me?
Ah.
I think we should use the public transportation because we can prevent ourselves and the others to get caught in traffic jam. Because when we as a worker nowadays, if you get late to the office, maybe we can get fired. We can get what we get
Red
fired.
punch
The
card.
boss will.
Have more problems.
The boss will
Curfew.
more. No, Pierce.
No fears.
No,
No.
they will angry.
Angry.
They will get mad with us.
Oh yes, that's right.
Then maybe also beside that, it can what we call guarantee our safety.
Guarantee our safety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when you bring car in the road. The
You mean
probability on the road we can
accident,
get
you mean
accident.
reduce the probability of accident.
Yes. And because what I mean is about, public transportation, we doesn't hear about accident that include about public transportation, but it's always about when we are driving our own car in the road.
Yes.
And so I think that is one of the reason why we should use public transportation.
Yes.
And how about you, Aizat?
Yeah, I think first of all, I think that due to opinion is very good. For example, that reduces cost. This cost is very true that when we using public transportation, we reducing cost, personal cost and national cost.
Oh, yes,
You see
yes.
that?
Yes.
Then for as we are worker, when we are having for example, have a meeting in that time. So if we probability
Come late.
for we going personal with our car, maybe it's more what we call not punctual because we are there's a lot of cars nowadays, right?
Yes.
We will go through traffic jam.
Yeah.
So, Humaira?
I agree with you, but are you sure that if we use the public transport, we can arrive at our destination by the right time?
Yeah, I got that point. That maybe if we manage to use public transportation, we
More
usually
punctual.
more punctual, and then we are going to
Load
make
Follow the schedule.
Schedule.
more punctual. Then we
Yes.
are going.
It's not what we call 100% to help us to get there at the right time, but maybe 80%. Maybe when we use our own car, maybe it's too late because in the city in Malaysia, the traffic jam is very bad.
I think people that use public transportation, they become more punctual because of course they will follow the schedule and they will remind themselves, oh, I need to get the bus, I need to get on the KTM, so I have to come early. But when people use their own transport, they may come late because they think, oh, I have my own transport, I can arrive at that time on time.
Yes, that is the Malaysian mindset.
Because in my view, my friends that use their own motorcycle go to class come late rather than my friends who use bus that provided by the university. That
That is one of the example.
Yes.
Then, do you mind if I say something here? It's about a mindset.
Yes.
It's about mindset. Yes. So, how about Humaira? How about you? What do you think about the public transportation?
I think public transportation is good because it can reduce the pollution, air pollution.
Yes, that is.
When there are too many cars on the road, then the car will
I know it.
Give
It's about
carbon dioxide.
yes.
carbon emission.
Reduce
Carbon monoxide actually.
gas released by the car.
The exhaust.
So, in my opinion, when we use public, why should people use public transport? You get to meet people from different backgrounds. For me, I really like it because when I getting on the bus or flight, we will sit besides the person that we don't know. So we can talk to each other, we can share knowledge, share experience. So that's one of the something when we use public transport. That is one of the positive side. So we can becomes what we call it.
We can get new friends.
Yes, new
We can
friends.
improve our communication.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I totally
Yes.
agree about
Yes.
what Intan said. Because that if we using public transportation, we can build what we call sense of community.
Yes.
Sense of
Yes, so
community.
true.
Yes.
I like
So, for example, as we a student,
Yes.
so we are still learning, and then we still need learning a lot.
Yeah.
So, connecting with
people,
other variation background of people,
cultures, race.
that's raise our credibility of personal credibility.
Yes.
I think one of that just into my head just now. It's about
Great.
it's about when we use the public transportation, I think it can enhance our manners.
Oh.
We know what I mean by manners is when you got into the public transportation, we will meet a lot of type of people like old people and OKU people. So by that we can enhance our manner. We can give them the seat.
People,
It is to train ourselves about
give
manners.
the person who need the priority
Yes.
to sit on the public transport. Yes. Furthermore, I'm really agree with the Humaira just now that she said about the can
Pollution.
reduce the pollution because yes, for our environment we know right that we have a lot of haze, a lot of transport on the road. So if people change their daily what we call it daily behavior from personal transport to public transportation, of course it will help a lot to save our environment about carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. It can also reduce the health risk for the people.
So what say you?
Alright, I'm totally agree to all of your opinion. So maybe we can get our conclusion. So everyone need to deliver their own conclusion about our topic, public transportation. Focus on, do you think people should encourage to use public transportation? Maybe we can start from Intan.
Me?
Your conclusion about our
Let me
topic
start.
today.
Oh, you.
Right.
Okay, let me start. Okay. Um, the big point for me is when using public transportation, we really can improve our sense of community in our community. So everyone will know how to interact with variation of people among them. So that's my point.
Right. How about you?
For me, it's just a simple. For my conclusion, I think this public transportation very useful. Either it's about economic, either it's about social. It's very useful too. So I think it's the best way to what we call to use the public transportation, and we can encourage our friends, our what we call family, our wife,
Relative.
relative,
Yes.
and if can, all of Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
For me, um, from this statement, do you think people should be encouraged to use public transportation? I totally agree with this statement because for me, by using public transportation, we can save the environment, we can save our earth, and we can save ourselves.
Alright.
That's
So,
good.
alright. For my opinion, for my conclusion, alright, I'm also totally agree. So, what I'm listening for our discussion just now, there are many benefits that we
Yes.
can get if we use the public transportation. For example, save the environment, save our money also, and then improve our sense community. So
I think we can save.
So I hope that
a lot
we-
of things.
yes. So I hope that we can use the public transport.
Yes.
So how about you, Intan?
Okay, for me, yes, of course I agree with all of you, and there's another one also. For me, public transportation also can reduce the traffic jam because when you say we can use less own transport, so of course it can reduce traffic jam and
Reduce the accident.
yes. So what can I say that public transportation is very one of the very good
In our
good
government.
things. Yes, if we really contribute to it, and it will give our country and ourselves also a lot of benefit.
Yes, because it's just not our country, but all over the world, all over the nation
yes.
use public transportation.
Okay.
So after listening to everyone in the group discussing their opinion, it seems that the most of us think about we should use the public transport.
Transportation.
Yes,
So
that's good then.
that's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum.
That's all from us.
Assalamualaikum.